I know that Matthew has already stated that he wants to get right out here and dominate this race, so we'll be watching with great interest the first 3 minutes, in particular the race.
Vincent's such a positive personality, somewhat more outgoing than Steve Redgrave, but they've clearly struck up a very harmonious partnership, very competitive in everything they do, not only on the water.
They're very strong mentally, this combination. I think that's their great strength as a pair. It's something that Stephen had with Andy Holmes as well, again, great mental strength. And that's, at this level, it's absolutely vital you have this strength of mind.
Physically well-matched pair, both of them 6'5". Vincent about 15.5 stone and Redgrave a few pounds heavier. 9 years between them. 500 metres, Slovenia were just ahead of Great Britain, with the United States in third, but it was a mere matter of 0.3 of a second. And so the two major contenders are eyeing each other across the course. The winners get an automatic place in the semi-final. The rest go to the repechage. We've already seen the powerful Germans, Holzenbein and von Ettingshausen, put their place in the semi-final. The Belgians in Heat 2 have also qualified.
It'll be Stephen and Matthew's strength in the second half, which will probably prove to be vital. That's what happened at World Championships in Austria last year. They're about 2 stone a man heavier than the combination from Slovenia. The Slovenians are relatively slight, but have very good technique. They row extremely smoothly. In these conditions, where there's virtually no wind at all, it's almost still on the course, are ideal for their purposes.
But we are coming into the heat of the day. Course itself flat and very lovely, surrounded by wooded hills. But certainly in terms of temperature, the early heats had much the better of it. Been racing now for nearly 3 hours. Great Britain now in the lead at the 1,000-metre mark. The Slovenians have dropped back, Hungary have come through them, and so have Switzerland. And the Slovenians have clearly had a problem of some sort, because they've dropped right back into 5th place, and they're 5 lengths behind the Britons. And Great Britain now have a length lead, maybe a length and a half over Hungary, with Switzerland in 3rd and the United States in 4th.
So that's a real surprise. I can't believe that the Slovenians just decided to row to the 1,000-metre mark and then more or less stop. I think it's they might have gradually eased the pressure off. There may be a problem there. Certainly, from the British point of view, it's satisfactory to get in front, and their strength is in the second half of the course. Like all the British team, the pair have been up at high altitude training, and one of the advantages of altitude is the strength that it gives you through the second half of the course, when you're able to utilise the oxygen more efficiently.
Hungarians in their 3rd season together. Failed to reach the final in the last 2 World Championships. Shouldn't be a problem here.
Interestingly, Redgrave and Pinson have now adopted these new oars, the cleaver oars. They're so strong, I'm sure that the extra pace that they're supposed to give at the start is only marginal, but they clearly decided to use them at least in the opening rounds of the regatta.
Coming towards the 1,500-metre mark, 3/4 of the way down the course, Great Britain in the lead.
So Great Britain's got a clear 2 lengths now. They must be sitting very comfortably.
The 1, 2, 3. Great Britain, Slovenia and Switzerland. And I have a feeling that there may have been some kind of problem with the automatic timing, because I can't believe that the Slovenians dropped back so far and then came through so fast. But however you read it, it still looks like a 2-length lead for Great Britain. Redgrave and Pinsent, with such driving ambition. Redgrave seeking his 3rd gold medal at 3 Olympic Games. Pinsent already having won his World Championship with Redgrave last year, now looking for his 1st Olympic gold.
And this is a very significant victory for them, both psychologically and in real terms, because they needed to get right back into the international picture, and by defeating the Slovenians comprehensively, which they certainly have done out here, it would have helped their confidence no end. They're right back in the picture, if they indeed had left it, and they have posted their mark for the medal. Well, Redgrave has said all along that he felt that he was fit again, but they just needed the race to prove it. The minds will undoubtedly have gone back to 1990 when Redgrave had food poisoning before the World Championships and they finished with bronze medals. But they're able to look across the course here at the Slovenians, who put on a bit of a burst at the end and narrowed the margin maybe to half a length. But Redgrave and Pinson were totally in control there, and the upraised fist sends out the message to the rest of the world in the coxless pairs. Great Britain, Slovenia and Switzerland, the 1, 2, 3 in this heat, but it is Redgrave